I got to tell you, I couldn't be more proud to be sponsored by Invader Coffee. I'm a little bit of a coffee snob. I'll admit that. Not just any cup of coffee will do. I need that special kick to get me going in the mornings, and I get that every morning with Invader Coffee. The house smells so good. Today it was Nectar of the Gods. Yesterday it was tiramisu. Tomorrow it might be Mexican chocolate blend or the new pecan pumpkin. I don't know. I've got so many choices, but I do know this. Every single batch of Invader Coffee is 100% air roasted, which further contributes to a flavor that will be hard to find anyplace else. And you can try Invader Coffee risk-free. If you don't love it, they'll gladly issue you a refund. Order today at toddnewtononline.com. That's toddnewtononline.com. Just click on that Invader Coffee logo. So many great flavors. A lot of great merchandise, too, that make for great gifts. Coffee mugs, T-shirts, etc. You got to love it. 100% air roasted, money back guarantee, 100% fair trade farms, whole bean or ground. It's Invader Coffee. Order yours today by clicking the Invader Coffee logo at toddnewtononline.com. toddnewtononline.com. I'll say it one more time. Click on that Invader Coffee logo and caffeinate the right way. With me, let's have a cup of coffee together. Invader Coffee.
Welcome to the Todd Newton Morning Show podcast, featuring weekly highlights from the most talked about show on the FM dial. Now, with the talk that will keep you talking, here's Todd Newton and Maria Todd.
We're already, this is, I can tell this is going to be a rather chatty morning here before the microphones even come on. Somebody's fired up. Good morning. It's the Todd Newton Morning Show with Maria Todd, Tuesday, the 17th of May. Maria, you know, today would have been the late, great Bob Saget's 66th birthday. Rest in peace, Danny Tanner. Wasn't he Danny Tanner on Full House? Yeah.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Bob. Derek Hoff, the dancer dude, is 37. Jordan Knight from New Kids on the Block.
He is Mr. Post on TikTok all the time. He's always posting dance challenges. And yes, I spend way too much time on that app. Go ahead.
I mean, and then his sister does it too, right? I mean, isn't she? She's all about
a little bit, but
not as much as him.
But now that she's got the rooms to go endorsement. Oh, she's always trying to tell you how to decorate your damn house.
Everybody's
like, what do you know?
Everybody's an interior decorator now. Everybody.
It's like, you're a freaking dancer. What do you know about the interior design?
Jordan Knight from New Kids on the Block is 52. 52. You know what? We were watching last night. We were watching, Forensic Files. We were watching Forensic Files, and CNN Headline News ran a commercial for that Donnie Wahlberg show, World's Most Scariest People or something like that.
Yeah.
Where he does. And he does a really good job on that. I think Donnie Wahlberg's a great host, but I have a thing. They did a close-up on him, and he's in great shape. You know, he's aging well, but he's dyeing his hair, you know, and it's that brown orange. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself.
Just for men.
I thought to myself, it might be time to embrace your age. You know, everybody knows that you're in your 50s, be in your 50s. You might want to stop dyeing your hair, and you might want to stop calling yourself Donnie. You know, I mean, Marky Mark stopped it a long time ago, and it worked out well for him. You might want to stop calling yourself Donnie. I'm Don Wahlberg. I'm in my 50s. I'm hugely successful. I've got great kids. My wife loves me. I'm Don. I'm Don now. You know, Don Wahlberg. What difference does it make? It's the hair dye thing. But you and I have talked about that
Man, I'm right
before.
with you.
Yeah,
I am right with you. And to me, it's like, it's not bad for men to go gray. We all think it's, well, speaking for all women, because of course I can.
Yeah.
But we think it's distinguished and handsome, and we don't care that your hair is gray.
Right.
Now, on the other hand, we have to be married to a bottle of dye till the day we die, but men can go gray.
Well, I just think that, I think that when a guy dyes his hair, it's a lot like when a woman gets a boob job that's too big. Everybody knows. Who are you fooling? Nobody is snowed by. Nobody walks in going, you know what? That 63-year-old gentleman right there is really holding on to his natural hair color. First of all.
My God, his hair is black as kiwi shoe polish.
Yeah, that's right. Holy cow. Boy, how Elvis-esque of that guy. I mean, come on. Don. Your name is Don now, Don Wahlberg. Let's see. On this date in 1884, Alaska became a U.S. territory. And in 1964, you and I were just talking about coffee off the air. Former NHL hockey player turned businessman Tim Horton opened his first coffee shop up in Ontario, Canada. Have you had Tim Hortons coffee ever?
This sounds crazy, but yes, I used to be a devotee of Tim Hortons.
It's good. That is good coffee.
Coffee is good. And when I had my little Yorkie, my mom, I came to my mom eventually, and I'll have to tell you that story in another time, maybe another break. But anyway, my mom used to take him on errands with her. They would go by Tim Hortons so my mom could get her latte, and they would always give Deuce, that was his name, a Timbit, which is a donut hole.
Timbit. Yeah,
I'm like, no wonder you always want to go for errands. You're eating the whole way.
If you've never had Tim Hortons coffee, grab some of that. Good way to start your morning. It's the Todd Newton Morning Show. That young lady right over there is Maria Todd. We got a lot to talk about today.
Swiping right on great conversation. It's the Todd Newton Morning Show with Maria Todd.
You got that picture I texted you last night of Dean Martin the cat? Did you see
Dean
that?
Martin? Of course.
I did. He was sitting so...
I love it, my little tuxedo kitty.
He was sitting so statuesque, and I'm just playing around. I'm trying to figure out all the camera features on my phone, so I get a little experimental, and I'm like, well, if the cat's going to sit there long enough, I'll take
God
some
bless
pictures.
Cats.
Do you still have pictures of Deuce? You were talking about Deuce in the last break?
Yes, I do. It's sad. I'm like, that was my child. I had clothes for him. He had jerseys for every game. I was crazy. I was the crazy dog lady with him. But I'll tell you what, at one point I was living in San Francisco. This is one of my funniest stories about him. So I used to take him on walks, but nobody in the building knew I had a dog. Mm-hmm. So I would just put him like in my coat. I mean, it's a Yorkie. He weighed 4 pounds. I put him in my coat, take him out. When I got away from the building, I'd walk him. Well, one day I'm coming back into the building and I've really got to go. So there's another guy that gets in the elevator before me, and I'm like, crap. But that's okay. I get in the elevator. I have the dog under my coat. So I'm kind of, blah, 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 blah. We're riding up in the elevator, and I can hear Deuce starting to growl, like real low underneath.
That
I'm
Yorkie
like, oh my God,
growl.
please don't bark. Yeah. Just don't bark, because the two of us are in the elevator. Yeah, that under his breath. Mm-hmm. So just as the doors open and the guy goes to get off, you hear, he turns around and looks at me like, do you have a dog in your coat? Is what he says to me. And so I look back like as pitiful as possible and go, today.
Or you pulled the old, I'm just dog sitting. Just dog sitting. Please don't. Was it a building? Because the building that we're in is one of those, well, they call it a pet-friendly building, but you got to pay for it.
You pay like a deposit, and then you got to pay pet rent every month, and I wasn't doing it.
No.
Like, this dog weighs 4 pounds. What is he doing?
Well, very same thing about the cats. Dean Martin, he doesn't do anything. He sits on your lap. He likes to be fed. He sleeps with you. It's everything that you want a cat to do. So when we moved into this building back in July, I wasn't going to pay that extra whatever a month. I felt like we're paying enough. We're quiet people. We're pretty much ideal tenants around here. And then we decided that we wanted a second cat because, with cats, if you got one litter box, you might as well have two cats. They
can keep each other company.
They keep each other company. They're fun. There's one for each of us to kind of snuggle on, at night, and they keep the bed even warmer. But just in case I got busted by the pet police here, the second cat we rescued, we call her Voodoo Mama, big fat mama. She's a tuxedo cat too. And I thought, well, if I get another one that looks kind of like Dean Martin and, one of them happens to be sitting in a window, they'll just think it's the same cat. And if I do have to pay pet rent, it'll just be one.
Your cat is a stunt double.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A little heavier, fatter, stunt double. But I just think that pet insurance.
If they see her, they'll think, oh, he's gained weight.
Yeah,
or if they see him, they'll think, she lost weight.
I mean, I get it if you've got a 110-pound Rottweiler, and it's peeing all over the place. I understand paying a little bit extra for that, but cats and Yorkies, come on, what are we doing, everybody? Just, pets make us better people, so you should be happy that we have those little things.
Absolutely.
Coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about Selling Sunset. That franchise is continuing to grow. Also, some news about the new Apple AirPods Pro coming out soon, and the largest white diamond ever just sold. We'll fill you in on that. It's the Todd Newton Morning Show with Maria Todd.
Thank you for being part of the conversation. Subscribe now so you never miss a beat. For more Todd and Maria, visit ToddNewtonMorningShow.com. The Todd Newton Morning Show podcast. Great talk that will keep you talking. Produced by the host with the most, LLC. All rights reserved.